Let's now bring you much more on the big reason I am reporting from Jerusalem. For the last several days, we've been traveling across Israel to get a sense of the situation over here. Remember, Israel finds itself in a situation where it's been facing a great deal of criticism over the increasing or the evolving humanitarian threat in Gaza. Tens of thousands of people have lost their lives. Some estimate that the loss of lives are 60,000. These are numbers which Israel has disputed, but there is no disputing the fact that the situation in Gaza is absolutely dire. There are concerns of hunger and of starvation which have been raised. There are pictures and videos which have emerged as well. Now, Israel disputes this. They say that this is artificial and has been created by Hamas, which controls the distribution and the logistics chain, which is why the food which needs to get to the residents of Gaza are not getting there. There is another allegation which Israel has made, that a lot of this food is being taken by Hamas, it's being sold to people in Gaza, and with the money that Hamas is getting hold of, they are recruiting new fighters within Gaza. Now, that's what Israel says. There is little doubt, as I mentioned, of the immense suffering which is taking place in Gaza, which is why when I met, along with a few others, the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, a few hours back, I asked him specifically about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and whether any Israeli plan to expand their presence in the Gaza Strip would potentially come at the cost of more innocent human lives. And he gave me a very comprehensive answer. And the answer he gave me is really a world exclusive in terms of information on what Israel plans next in Gaza. And these are the details. Firstly, Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu told me, will not annex Gaza. Israel will get its hostages back. Remember, there are 50-odd hostages still being held by Hamas in Gaza. Most of them are believed to be alive. Israel is absolutely clear. Those hostages, one way or the other, have to come back to Israel. Once Hamas is separated militarily from innocent people, innocent Gazans, there will be a transition authority which will come into play. Will this transition authority be an international authority? Will there be international elements? We don't know that just yet, but that transition authority would only come into place once there is a security perimeter which is set up in Gaza. Now, I'm unclear about whether the security perimeter would extend to the entire boundary between Gaza and Israel, or whether it would be a security perimeter which is set up in Gaza itself. But the bottom line, as far as the Israeli Prime Minister is concerned, is that Israel will not stop until Hamas is destroyed, and there's nothing new in that. But he did say that if Hamas was to lay down their arms, then a ceasefire could happen quickly and a return to peace could happen quickly as well. Significantly, and I said this earlier, I'll repeat it, Benjamin Netanyahu telling us that innocents must be separated from Hamas. Now, the Israeli Prime Minister was speaking to a small group of Indian journalists, but this was in response to a very specific question that I had and I posed to him.